Hey, Simple Clean Team, Jenny Rand here. I'm going to help you out with your host coaching. Your hosts, I would say, are 80 to 90% of your business. If you are doing well with your hosts and your hosts are doing well with getting their parties together, their guests together, you're going to be very successful. I have a few tools for you, including a couple of games for Facebook and in-home hosts, and then how we can be interacting with our hosts through messages and emails and phone calls. I have some files to share with you, so I'm going to share my screen here. I'm going to start off first with my Facebook host helper. Now, let's see. Here's the Facebook one. It disappeared on me. Here she is. Okay, so Facebook host helper. This kind of gives my Facebook hosts an idea that they need to personally invite, that they need to interact with each post. They need to be tagging their friends. They need to be excited about the products. So if they're excited about the products, you guys, they need to have had products in their hand. If you're new, you need to make some life-changing gifts or trial bags so they can have used the products. That is going to be the way to be most successful. And this is a tic-tac-toe board. I believe I got this from Lisa Anderson, who got it from another consultant. There's been a lot of consultants that use this type of thing. So these extra shopping sprees down here are going to come out of your own pocket. But if you look at these are amazing goals for people to get, and you're going to be making a lot of money off of them. So that is Facebook, how to get your host excited and maybe getting more interaction from them, because that's really key in that follow-up with their guests afterwards. So this is my in-home one. I've tweaked this to be a little bit different than my host Facebook tic-tac-toe. This is bingo, so we don't get them confused. These are a little bit different, and in-home parties tend to be a little bit more successful for most of us. So the shopping sprees are a little bit higher. Once again, those are out of your own pocket, but if they get these, things like have 10 buying guests in attendance, 5 outside orders, hold your original party date. These things are going to make you be more successful and your host be more successful to get their awesome Norwex rewards. So the other thing I want to say is if you are messaging, texting, calling your hosts ahead of time to make them feel more comfortable, this is going to also help you be more successful in your business. I have a couple things to share for that. First, I came up with this script that you are more than welcome to use. Let's see if I can get there. That's in home. There's my Facebook one. I came up with this script after a long time of having issues with hosts not knowing what to do, and I felt like, I don't know if I'm over explaining, but if I start 7 days ahead and then walk them through inviting, interacting, I remind them what the host rewards are. I remind them what they get. I remind them that they need to have personal invites and messages. Sorry, my dog's in the background having fun over here. And then like how they need to interact with the party on Facebook. That is so important. If they're quiet, chances are your party is not going to be that successful unless there's somebody else in there that's talking it up. You need to get that product in their hands and get them excited about it. There are messages for you as a consultant, and then that you can send to your host. And this is all the way through the morning after the event. And you need to encourage them. They can get outside orders. I had a friend this week that hosted on Facebook. There was like 3 people that showed up. And I was like, oh, great. That's not going to be successful. It ended up being really successful because she got like 5 outside orders. So just keep up the relationship with your host. You never know what will happen. You need to just keep up that relationship with them, answer their questions. If they feel a little frustrated, just assure them, like, just get people here and just talk up the product and I will do most of the work. The last one I wanted to show you is the in-home host coaching. So I always email my hosts the info ahead of time. Either way, if it is Facebook or in-home, I email them all the info. I ask them what kind of invite they would like for in-home, Facebook, Evite, or paper. I get this ahead of time, so I'm not like rushing them at the last minute. Start getting that info from them a couple weeks out and send the invites out. Have them call or text or talk to their friends about the party and like just say, these are really cool products. Tell them about their favorite thing. Another thing I'm sure you have heard of, maybe some of you new people haven't, you need to get the Red Stamp app. There's also on the website, I've noticed, for those of you that just use the app, you can change the size of the font, which is really awesome. So that's awesome for text reminders ahead of time before the party. So about 2 days ahead of time. I do them for both Facebook and in-home parties. If you guys have any questions about this, host coaching is amazing. It's going to help you be successful if your hosts are excited and comfortable about the product. I will post these for you. Have a good night. And once again, let me know if you have questions.